Hi, I'm gonna go through the steps on how to install the iocam video camera system here. First, you need to get a ruler and sit by your chair side, set your patient there and see what your regular working distance is. From the patient's position to your forehead. For example, I have here 20 inch, okay? Then I'm gonna set the rulers on the table. Put an object on the table with a business card on here. Next, I'm gonna set the camera, okay? Now I'm gonna install the iocam to my loops, all right? In this case, I have designs for Vision Body Holly frame. I'm gonna use the adapter provided here. Slide the adapters into the frame bridge. Tighten the screw. I'll have a very secure attachment here. I'm going to route the wire from the bottom here to the top and fix the wire at the joint where it connects to the temple, okay, with the wire wrap provided here. Now I'm going to have the whole system here all ready for the next setup. Next, I would set the whole things on the table and connect the USB extension cable here. Now I'll go to my computer and plug it in my extension cord. Now let's look at what you have received in the kit software-wise. In your DVD, you're going to see 4 softwares. iocam software is a standalone image capture and video capture software that we're going to be describing in detail. LiveCam software is a third-party software that you can use as well to try out the camera. iocam Wi-Fi Windows is a software that you can use to install if you opt to use the Wi-Fi batteries to operate the camera. FootSwitch is a software that is connected to the foot pedal, USB foot pedal, if you opt to do so, and you can configure the foot pedals to do work with any softwares you want. It is defaulted at the iocam software, but you can self-configure the video capture and image capture foot pedals for your like. Now we are going to test the systems using the software provided first. Launch the software in the system. Make sure your USB is plugged into the computer. If you don't see the image right away, go to Devices menu and select USB 2.0 camera. Okay, you also have the options of select the microphone USB microphone, which is going to provide you the audio as well, but I would typically skip that to test the system first. Now, once you do that, the system is going to show up a blurry image most likely first. Now next, I'm going to focus the camera at my working distance. With the image on the screen and an object that I'm looking at the working distance I'm setting with the ruler here, I'm going to dial the knob or the lens in the camera till I'm simultaneously looking at the screens till I see the image is getting in focus. Okay, for example here, I have it out right in the middle there, which is pretty good. This means that my loops and the cameras are ready to work at my regular working distance. The camera is going to be in focus once we set it here at my working distance, and it's got a depth of field about the same as my loops as well. Okay, now let me walk through the software provided in your kit. The first software is the NCAP, which is the same thing that you're going to be using in your patient management system, for example, the Dentrix systems. Devices is basically the USB plug-in cameras that we have here. On top of that, you have the options of selecting the microphone provided to audio tape your recording as well. In the option setting, we have the video device. A couple things here. Number one, the capture format is basically the video capture format. So here I have the compression format YU-Y2, which is uncompressed format, or you can have MJPG, which is the compressed format, which is what most preferred format we will recommend. Once you select that, you get a 30 frames per second, so it's a high quality video format, and also you get a faster speed as well. And image sensor's resolution is 1280 by 720, which is the highest quality you can get. Okay. And then the next is the still image format, which we will recommend you the MJPG format as well. It's a compressed format, so I can save your spaces as well. Now, next we have the capture. Okay, so typically you would be able to capture video images by start recording or Control R shortcut, and stop recording by Control S or shortcut. Both shortcut actually is built into the foot pedals that if you select to provide, or the Bluetooth foot pedals as well. In still image capture, you can just hit enter, okay, or you can select it from the menu here, capture, still capture, and take snapshot. To make sure that you do everything's all into the directories that you want to set, go to setup, okay, video capture, so use browser and set to whatever folders you want to save the videos and audios to. Same thing with still images. You can select any directories where you want to save the images as well. Okay, that pretty much wraps up the whole settings for the AMCAP software. Now next, I'm going to walk through the DEXIS imaging system, which is the Henry Schein's patient management software. I'm going to launch the DEXIS imaging suite. Pull it up here and select launching the image capturing icon here. Okay, once you do that, you would select the live video button, okay? Then automatically you will have an image. Otherwise, you can select, go to video preferences or this little toolbar. Hit OK and select your video compression format. So for example, I have MJPEG as the compressed format or YU-Y2 as uncompressed format. Same thing, 1280 by 720 resolution. And once I do that, image is going to come live on the screen. You have the selections of either still images or video format, as I have default right now is video format. To start recording, just hit the record button here. Now it's starting recording here right now live. And to stop recording, just hit the stop recording button here. Now you have an image, video image right here. Can also do the same thing with still acquisitions. Once you're finished, hit the exit button there. It's going to ask you whether you would like to save the movie clips you've captured. Hit yes if you want to, and it's going to be automatically saved into your patient file. And you can replay it, and you can assign the names to it, your typical ways of using your DEXIS systems, okay? That concludes the whole setup for DEXIS imaging system. iocam has the built-in DSP drivers to be able to integrate with any regular imaging softwares or patient management systems. For example, one of the software provided is a freeware online that once you install it, you can launch here, click yes, and the images can come live right here. If you don't see it right away, go to Configure, Record Device. Again, select USB 2.0 device, camera as the device, which is the iocam's driver name. And you can select any video compression format or audio compression format and save yes. The image is going to come live there. Okay. You can save, put a patient file name here and start recording and stop recording and take snapshot. That concludes guidelines in terms of installing for third-party softwares. So for those of you who selected to opt for trying the Wi-Fi iocam systems, this section we're going to show you how to set it up. Now we have our cameras already preset to the loops that we're using here. The cord coming from the camera, the USB cord, instead of plugging to the extension cord as we described in the earlier section, we are going to connect it to the USB to micro USB converter cable. Okay. Now then we plug into the Wi-Fi battery provided. You got a battery pouch, but make sure that you know that there's a micro USB female connection in your battery that connects to this micro USB male connector. Okay, we're going to plug it in carefully here. Now we push the button here to turn on the battery, and you're going to see the iocam's Wi-Fi battery running here with the red indicator turned on. With that turned on, we set again our cameras in place. Now you have two ways to connect to the Wi-Fi image signal here. One is through your smartphone. For example, iPhone here I have. I'm going to select Wi-Fi in my setup and then select the device name of your Wi-Fi battery. For example, here, this is my Wi-Fi battery connecting name. Okay. Now, once it's connected, you're going to see the icon here being checked. That means my Wi-Fi is connected. Now, of course, first you need to download the Wi-Fi app. As we explained it to you, the Wi-Fi view is what we recommend. So you go to the App Store, search Wi-Fi view, the icon is like that, and turn it on. Now it's automatically connected. Okay, as you can see here, this is my live image on the object with the Wi-Fi signals connected. If you don't see it, you can actually reboot the signal here. So reboot devices like this, and for sure it's going to connect it after that. You can neglect the Wi-Fi name or Wi-Fi password because that's if you really want to protect the device, but we can neglect it there. And also the settings, depending on the memories of your device, you can set it to higher memories or the lower resolutions to get a faster real-time speed. So that shows you how to set it up to the smart device, including tablet, any tablet devices, Android or iOS, and smartphones. Okay. Now the same thing with your desktop or laptop in terms of operating the Wi-Fi mode. Make sure your battery obviously is turned on. Now you can go to your computer and in your Wi-Fi, selecting the battery Wi-Fi devices and connect it to it. Alright, it may take a few seconds to be able to connect to the battery. Now, once we are connected, it says limited here, but it is connected. You can launch the Wi-Fi operating software on your desktop. That's what it shows here. It won't show up on the screen right away, but if you click begin, your whole image is going to go live. All right. Once it goes live, you can do the same thing in terms of start a video, all right, and stop the video, or capture image. I mean, you can select any directories you want to save the image files, and you can select the image resolutions and qualities or format as well. Okay. And the setup shows you here the resolutions and all that. Okay, that's it for the Wi-Fi operating with the desktop or laptop computer.